Hello ladies and gentlemen, Rosie here, and we're finally going to be making another Godzilla Battle Line video. Quiet month for this game. We got a small series of buffs and nerfs. Small, it was a very tiny list. I don't think it shaped the meta that much. The meta definitely has changed from my last tier list, so I definitely need to make another tier list. Because this game has gone in a new direction. Gigan has rose up as a leader in this game at the high level, and he's very good at what he does. And this has significantly changed the way the game is played, so the meta has changed around Gigan and his presence as a leader. So, quiet month in terms of balance, but the meta has very much changed because of the rise of Gigan. However, my own experience with the game lately was, it was slowing down. Not that I wasn't playing it, because I still was. I was still playing it every day. But I'm talking about my own position on the leaderboard. I always start every season off strong because of the setbacks, and I'm one of the first ones to play, I guess. And I go up high, probably top 200, and then I gradually fall as people start ranking up. Everyone starts getting back on. The pay-to-win players are there, so I gradually start to fall. I think I was around late 400s. Like, I was almost to rank 500 the other day. Okay? Because I was getting beat. Everyone was beating me. So I knew, I took a look at what I was doing, and I knew it needed something new. I knew I needed to invest in a piece that not many people were running, or I needed to change up the strategy just a little bit, because, you know, I think I was becoming one of the crowd, a very standard team of compositions, so I feel like I was just getting beat, because everybody was either over-leveled or just better at playing standard composition. I needed a gimmick. So I started investing in a new piece. And I started like 474, somewhere around there, when I invested in this piece. Starting like a few days ago, like 2 or 3 days ago, I started working with this piece. And I'm now back up to 291. This piece has helped me get to like 150, 200 ranks up from where I was. Because I was falling. And I really think, after working with this piece, I think it is now the most underutilized and most underrated piece in the entire game. Very, very slept on. And the piece I'm talking about is Anguirus. Anguirus is a very, very basic piece. Okay, he's one of the first ones you get. He has no ability. He costs 5. His stats are 3179 movement, this is level 21, 3179 HP, 701 attack, fast movement, got some decent reach, medium, so just very average. Like he's a very, just like, he doesn't scream good, okay? And like, he was also really good when the game first came out, and then he got nerfed, because his attack was very good, and so he got nerfed. And since his nerf, a lot of people haven't really been using it, but look at that HP right there. That is some decent bulk. Compare it to the bulkiest piece in the game, Godzilla, 5423 on the bulkiest piece in the game. So 5423 and you're 3179, that is not too bad. Now, of course, you gotta adjust for levels and all that stuff too, but like, that is not a bad HP stat. Compare it to another piece you get at the beginning of the game, Mechagodzilla, 2297. So, at 2 higher level, when Mechagodzilla is 2 higher levels than Anguirus is, Anguirus still has better bulk, and, what is that, 522 attack, and Anguirus has, 701. So, when Mechagodzilla is 2 levels higher than Anguirus, Anguirus has better bulk and better attack. Okay? Now, of course, Mechagodzilla can hit in the air, and Mechagodzilla costs 1 less, so, like, there's pros and cons, okay? But those stats are not bad at all, okay? So, this character, this piece, has a lot of bulk, and he still hits pretty fucking hard, okay? He can only hit 1 piece at a time, so, like, I mean, you get him at the beginning, so it's like, you don't really think much of him, okay? And when you're looking at that, like, that doesn't look too fucking fast. In fact, his animation's slow enough to where he can get stun locked by Manila, which is kind of annoying. But when you're looking for something to spice up your game, that bulk is not to be ignored. He's kind of, I've always compared him to Kong, who has a similar HP stat and can hit swarms, but Kong is 6 costs. Okay? Kong is 6 costs. So, for 1 cost less, you get the same thing that Kong does. And then Kong does technically counter swarms, but Kong's swarm detection is not the most reliable. So sometimes he can take 3 hits to kill them anyway, or one less. So for the accessibility of this character's pieces, I think he's probably better, just because he's more reliable, I would say. Like, you're gonna get him. Okay, and he's going to cost less, so he has that over Kong. And I think that's something that isn't to be slept on. So, I want to go through and kind of explain. I have a game recorded that I think Anguirus performs very well in, and I think you'll see why he slept on. Because he doesn't have, like, he's not the win condition. He's not the standout piece. But he was instrumental to winning the game, I believe. So let's go ahead and turn to that game, and we can kind of analyze why I think the character is so good. Alright, so we have our opponent, Mr. Get Good Scrub. That's his name, guys. Okay, so let's take a look at the situation that we're going to see here. Okay, so let's see, opening play. He plays Godzilla 89 first, and Kamakuras to protect him. Pretty weak opening combo, I'm not gonna lie. There are definitely stronger things you can do opening. Maybe he got a bad hand, but definitely not the greatest start, okay? So we're looking at him right away, and we see that he has Kamakuras, Godzilla 89, and Mechagodzilla is the leader. So we know that he does not have Bladed Ripper on Gigan, because Gigan's ability is Bladed Ripper. That's the one that makes you shoot. That would cause 89 to shoot forward and get to Gigan right away and do massive damage, which is something we don't want, okay? But, since he's not on Gigan, and he has a swarm out, and 89, we know Ghidorah is safe. So Ghidorah can come out. So what that's going to do, he's going to kill the swarm in 1 hit. And then 89 is just going to be taking damage as he comes forward, okay? He's played his own Ghidorah. But and now we've played our own 89. So, and we got Manila to stun lock it for a second, so we'll be able to get and we hadn't managed to kill it. So now, we're going to sack Ghidorah to do that. He has played his Charistris. Big play. We have to turn our attention to the situation right now. Okay. Big play right there by him. Godzilla 89 is dead. Okay? So, now let's look at our situation, okay? Who's in our hand? We have Charistris, Rodan, Anguirus, and Megagyrus, okay? Because he has killed Godzilla, Charistris is now guaranteed to use his healing ability to get full health all the way back, okay? Ghidorah's weak. That's going to go down in 1 hit to Gigan when it comes forward, okay? So, what we have to do... But it's not coming for it, it's going to have to kill Manila, so it's still going to be stalled. Charistris is going to be in the water, that's going to get slowed. And Ghidorah is going to be shooting Manila for a second, okay? So it's going to still take seconds, critical seconds that we need to get down here, okay? So, we have 9 energy, so we have a lot, which means we have 2 things in play. We need to kill his Charistris before it evolves, and we need to get our own Charistris on the board with decent protection. Okay? So, Ghidorah, we can take care of that with Charistris, and we could play Megagyrus, okay? But Megagyrus likes to be in the hand. I think that is where she really, really likes to be. I still think Megagyrus should only be played to counter Godzilla 89 and King Caesar in emergency situations. That's what she's good for. If she's in the deck, she can't help you do that. So, playing her, I still think playing her as a last resort or when you have nothing else to play is the correct option. So she's out. We don't want to play her. Rodan, if we played Rodan, he might die. Like 1 King Ghidorah zap combined with Charistris, Rodan wouldn't beat Charistris one-on-one. So Rodan's out. Okay, so we have to play Anguirus and Charistris. Okay, those are our next 2 plays easy. There we go. So we got Charistris. He's going to get Ghidorah. And now we have Guess like, oh shit, I guess he killed him. So now we have what I think is the main appeal of this here combination, okay? The amount of damage that these two can do together is actually really solid. They can get some really fast damage on the board really, really quickly, okay? Now, unfortunate situation here, we did lose Manila. If we didn't lose Manila, it was likely that we secured our evolution. But we lost Manila, so he is able to, unfortunately, then use Kamakuris to punch through. So, a lot of factors there that are the reason we did not secure the evolution, even though we still almost did. And look back here. Like that, just because we didn't get it, that wasn't a bad performance by Angerus, who took 2 shots at not full health from the bulkiest and heaviest hitting character in the entire game. 2 shots when he's not at full health. That's a pretty fucking good display. And his attack is also noticeably damaging 89. There's not a lot of attacks that noticeably damage 89 like that. And so we were strong enough to kill his 89 early, which means his 89 is now at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Teresa's just died, so our most important card is now at the bottom of the deck. We have to rotate back towards it. Okay? So Manila's out. He's going to die. This guy has played King Ghidorah, okay? We want... King Ghidorah, in this meta right now, is a Terrestrius opener, okay? Terrestrius, in the first 15 seconds that he's out, kills King Ghidorah, okay? He kills it, okay? Because then the healing factor will help him out, okay? So we need to somehow rotate back to Terrestrius, okay? So here are our options. Well, I'll tell you why we played Angerus in a second. Okay? Our options are King Ghidorah, Mega Gyrus, Godzilla 89, and Dice Angerus. Those are our 4 options, okay? If we play Ghidorah, okay, here's what's going to happen if we play Ghidorah. We play Ghidorah, we kill the Swarm in 1 hit, and then we go up, and then our 2 Ghidorahs kill each other, assuming that ours loses, his is coming down with no health left. We don't want that. Okay? We don't want to damage it. Okay? Because we want Terrestrius to kill it, not anything else. Okay? So, we could play 89, but 89 is too... he would keep Ghidorah up there for, like, a century, and then the guy would build up energy back up to create something else. Okay? We want to... We don't want... And plus 89 is more energy. Another thing we don't want... So by playing Angerus here, here's what we're guaranteed to do. We're guaranteed to kill all of the destroyers, because Angerus is going to be bulky enough to kill him, and Gigan takes out 2 of them anyway. Okay? Angerus is losing health. He hits it. Ghidorah is still trapped up there. Okay? He's getting closer to where we want him. He's still dealing 4 shots. We play 89 to take the Magra out. And then, unfortunately, the building lures him away, so he's out of Terrestrius range. But we are now ready to go with our fully healed Ghidorah right there. Okay? It's right there. And then the Terrestrius got suckered over to attacking 89, so it's standing there for a second, which means it's not going to kill it, which means Rodan is safe to come out. So now it can just sit there and fire at the big bulky 89 while we kill it. And now we've secured our evolution. Okay? Angerus was the best possible play there, because he was the lowest on energy, and... He did not damage Ghidorah, okay? Ghidorah was too nice to us, okay? And now that we've played Angerus again, we played him again when we knew we had the evolution. That way we could start building up energy while having something to keep Ghidorah up there, so the 1v1 would be less painful. Because look, now we've secured our evolution, okay? Angerus is going to kill both these Kamakuris, and Manila is going to die. Okay, we know that now, okay? That Ghidorah has barely any health left, and it's also stuck. We are in no hurry to do anything right now. So we can play Ultima in the back, and then we have enough energy to play something else now, because we were able to, like, not worry about the Ghidorah so early. because it was stuck there. It wasn't going anywhere. Angerus was able to suck its attention over that way and get blasted 5 times while we built up energy for this combination. We know he's running swarms. He's got Kamakuris and Destroy It in there. We know he's got swarms in his hand right now. So now we have Ghidorah, so half his hand is fucking useless. He's played Terestris, and that Terestris is going to have no adequate defense, because nothing in his hand right now is going to actually help him defend it. Okay, now we've played 89. And now this is why, Angerus' job's over. We don't really need him anymore. Now he's just a win more unit. So he already did his main job. Okay, we used Bladed Ripper there to get Godzilla forward to distract Ghidorah's attention, so Ultima could kill it without taking any damage. Okay, we've played Angerus again because he's sucking up all that damage. This is damage that Ultima is not taking, and that's a lot of it. That is a lot of damage Ultima's not taking. And now, the Ghidorah had enough time to get up there and further protect Ultima. Like, Angerus is having... These are huge plays that are allowing us to win the game. Even, seriously. Like, he was an instrumental reason that we just did that. We played Mega Gyrus finally because 89 was kind of closer to us than we would have liked. And we can save our own 89 by playing her. So... Even though he's not involved in the final mashing here, that our one big push accomplished, he was instrumental in setting it up. He's a very good early game piece that's not very flashy, but if you actually take a second and analyze what he's actually doing for you in the game, like, you'll find that he's actually pretty fucking underrated, I think. So, if you look at my last tier list, he's pretty much toward the bottom, but we will not be on that on my next one, I assure you. I think I have a big position for him already to go in my head. But, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. I hope I've changed your mind on this character.